You know that feeling, right? When your cat hops onto the bed, does a few circles, and then curls up to sleep with you? It's just one of the most heartwarming moments ever. But what if I told you that behind that adorable little cuddle, there's a much, much deeper message that most people completely miss? It's actually one of the most important things your cat can do, so let's dive in and figure out why.
So yeah, let's just ask the big question right out of the gate. Why do they do it? Out of all the comfy, quiet, perfect spots in the entire house, why do they choose you, night after night? Well, I can tell you, the answer goes way beyond just simple comfort.
Most of us, we just assume the reason is simple. Cats like warmth. You're basically a big human-shaped hot water bottle. End of story, right? But that's not even half of it. The deeper truth here is that this whole act, it's not really about temperature at all. It's one of the most profound displays of trust your cat could ever possibly show you.
Okay, so first things first, let's just completely debunk that whole warmth myth. Because honestly, if getting cozy was their only mission, your cat has way better, way more reliable options than a human who tosses and turns all night.
I mean, think about it. A cat's entire day is basically a quest for the perfect warm spot. They are absolute masters at finding those sunny patches on the floor, or the heat vent from your laptop, or the steady warmth of a radiator, or hey, a pile of laundry that just came out of the dryer. So here's the key takeaway. They don't need you for warmth. They choose you for something completely different.
To really get this, you have to try and think like a cat for a second. To them, sleep is their most vulnerable state. I mean, every single instinct, honed over thousands of years of survival, is screaming at them to find a hidden, safe, super secure spot where no predator could ever find them.
And yet, they walk right past every quiet corner and every hidden closet in your home to climb into bed with a giant creature like 15 times their size. What they're telling you, and the only way they know how, is that your presence completely overrides their deepest survival instincts. They're basically saying, with you, I feel safe enough to be totally and completely defenseless.
But hold on. It's not just about safety. The plot thickens, because this is also about chemistry and a ritual that literally defines who's in the family. Have you ever noticed your cat kind of pressing their head against you right before they settle down? Yeah, that's not just a cuddle. That's business.
You see, cats have these special scent glands all over, on their cheeks, their forehead, and at the base of their tail. And these glands release pheromones, which are kind of like invisible chemical name tags. So when they rub up against you, they are leaving their unique signature all over you.
And the process itself is just fascinating. With all that head pressing and rubbing, they're not just marking you as theirs, they are actively blending their scent with yours. In wildcat colonies, all the members share this communal scent. It's how they recognize family and say, yep, this one belongs with us.
So when your cat does this to you, night after night, they are performing this ancient and really deeply meaningful ritual. They're telling the entire world, and maybe more importantly, they're telling themselves that you are part of their colony. You two belong together.
Now, let's talk about a little role reversal that might actually surprise you. While you're lying there feeling like you're protecting them, in your cat's mind, they might just be on duty as your personal bodyguard.
Seriously, don't let that fluffy exterior fool you for a second. Your little house cat still carries all the ancient instincts of a predator, and a predator's mind is hardwired to understand threats, territory, and the absolute importance of a good defensive position.
So, pay attention to where on the bed your cat sleeps. Are they facing the bedroom door? Well, they're watching the main entry point. Do they like to sleep up near your head? They're protecting your most vulnerable spot. How about pressed up against your back? They're literally watching your six. Every single one of these positions is totally strategic.
Now look, is your cat actually going to fight off an intruder? Probably not. But that doesn't matter. In their mind, a very solemn duty has been accepted. They have taken their post, and they show up for their shift, without fail, every single night.
All right, so beyond just the location on the bed, the very way they position their body is its own silent language. Every single posture sends a different message about just how much they trust and feel comfortable with you. Okay, if you see the full sprawl, legs stretched out, belly completely exposed to the world, you are witnessing the ultimate sign of feline trust. A cat's stomach is their weakest point. To show it while they're asleep means they believe with absolute certainty that nothing bad could possibly happen while you're around.
Now, what about when they turn their back to you? Some people might get a little offended by this, but you really shouldn't. In the cat world, this is a huge compliment. It means I trust you so completely that I don't even need to waste my energy keeping an eye on you. And then there's the tight curl, the little cat loaf or donut shape. This is super common. It's still a sign of trust. I mean, they're choosing to be near you after all, but it's trust with just a little layer of instinctual caution. This position protects all their vital organs, and it keeps them nice and warm.
And finally, the full contact press. This is when your cat is just wedged right up against you, leaving absolutely no space between you two. That's not them being clingy, that is pure devotion. It's the strongest statement of all, a physical declaration that they want absolutely zero distance between the two of you.
We've talked about all the amazing things it means when they sleep with you, but what happens when they suddenly stop? This is a change in behavior that you absolutely cannot afford to ignore.
So you have to ask yourself this. If your cat has been your nightly buddy for months or even years, and then one day that ritual just ends, what are they trying to tell you? This isn't just them being moody. This is communication, and you need to listen.
There are a few really critical possibilities here. It could be physical pain. Cats have a powerful instinct to hide away when they're sick or hurting. It could be environmental stress, like a new person or a new pet in the house. Or it could be emotional. Maybe something startling happened in that room and they just don't feel safe there anymore.
The most important thing to remember here is that cats thrive on routine. They are absolute creatures of habit. So when they break a pattern as significant and as deeply ingrained as where they sleep, it is a clear, blinking red light. They are trying to tell you that something is wrong. Because that choice to climb into bed with you every single night, that whole ritual of trust and belonging and protection, it was never just some small, cute habit to them. It was a profound statement. And it should never be small to you either.